Hello and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. We are playing as Mexico here. As you can see, it is the 1st of January 1936 and this is a challenge set by Alexander BOC? I'm not too sure which, he can tell me. Anyway, this is a challenge to take Mexico in this time period to a fascist nation, okay? Which, this being ban the guns, and also the Hydra update is going to be particularly interesting. Now in Man the Guns, if you didn't know, Mexico got a brand spanking new, fully filled out, deep, large, well, 17-inch pizza style Focus, because it's absolutely massive. I have looked it over and I've had a look to see what we can do and what we can't do in the game, and what we should do basically as regards to kind of decisions, and this is kind of where we're going to end up doing, because Alex's goal was also to take areas or have areas that the Incas, the Mayans and the Aztecs held in history. So this actually, this side of the tree actually gives us a lot of these goals actually to do within the game. It's like, you know, so there's various ways to actually get there. So when I just recover my mouse, we can go various ways. We can go political ideologies. We can go fascist down this side. We can go communist if we so desire. I think loads of people, including the developers, I did actually see that video a couple of months back now, but I did actually see it, and I think they went socialist, not socialist, communist. So there's many ways within this particular tree that you can actually have that communist trait just taken up. There's also things that actually affect your state of the church, because that's a big deal within Mexico. There's also generals, warlords, that have an effect on your politics and your country. So bearing that in mind, there's a couple of areas I want to get down to, because I want to get this guy here, this general. I've had a look at his traits and I think they're really good. He's got division attack plus 10%. He's an expert, an army offense expert, so I think that's quite good. There's loads of things that we need to do, kind of get research slots, and various things basically to build up our country from a civil war kind of background. Since the First World War, and probably before even then, Mexico suffered from civil wars. So there's loads of things that kind of need to be built within the country. The developers at Paradox have actually looked into this quite extensively. They've also given you a bit of a challenge, because I can see from what we've got going on here, there's a rebellion going on already in the country. Now that's one of the generals that I've just mentioned. So although it's actually spelt differently here, I can't work this one out. So we've got Cordelio Rebellion, okay, but it's General Saturnino Cedillo. So I can't work that out. It's obviously a Spanish thing, but yeah, my Spanish isn't that brilliant, to be honest. But I do know that that's going on at the moment. But what have we got above here? The Second Cristorio War and the Second Mexican Revolution. So Mexico's in line now for more civil wars to happen. So we've got to be prepared for that. And I think it's a bit like the Spanish situation, you know, when Republican Spain, nationalist Spain divide the country up. I think we're going to have that here. I've actually played as Spain and I've been through that civil war status. It's not pleasant. It's not something you want to do as a country when you're starting off, but we are going to do that. So anyway, I'm going to pick a focus that I think is going to start us on the road to getting rid of one of the civil wars out of the way. So I'm going to pick this guy, so I'm going to go for the fastest route that is supporting him. You could go for a faster route that actually arrests him. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 to arrest him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to actually have him But I think the positives for him actually outweigh those negatives. So we're going to pick Nationalist Bank. It's only 35 days. There's quite a few, as you can see, a bigger focus trees, so they are limiting the amount of time on some of them. Okay, we've only got 2 research slots, and we basically we haven't researched anything. No motorized, no support equipment, no tanks. Anti-tank is missing. We've got a big deal to do with our land doctrines anyway. And the Paradox developers have given you an option on your theorist to actually pick up a guy superior firepower expert or just a normal military theorist. Now they are leaning you to go down that particular route, the superior firepower expert. However, to do that particular one, which would be really good if you've got loads of artillery, you can put it in with your troops. You could sit 2 or 3 army troops along with a couple of artillery, and you could just let them sit on the American borders, for instance, because we're bound to go against them, and then just let them pound away, and quite happily just stay there, just doing that, letting those artillery shells actually get a high body count. So they want you to go down that if you take a particular route of your manpower that actually suits it. I can't say that ours will suit it. If you want me to do that, I will do it, and I will go for that theorist. I'll have to save up for it, but this is going to be your decision. You tell me in the next, before the next episode. So I will await your decision of how you want me to do it. So do I go superior firepower doctrine, which gives me all the buffs on the artillery and infantry on that, or do I go for a manpower issue? So do I go for mobile warfare doctrine? Hardly any of these are actually going to help us out unless we put like infantry tanks into our infantry divisions. I have got manpower that I can actually have from here. That gets you 5% recruitment bonus. Or do I go for mass assault doctrine? This is, again, it's the shortest way of actually getting your where is it? It's there, isn't it? It's the recruitable population is there, 5%. That's the shortest route to get infantry buffs, out supply, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff. That's the quickest way to actually get that. I'm leaning towards that, but if you want me to do that, I will. So that is entirely up to your decision. You let me know in the comments how you want that to play. Aircraft wise, as you can see, it's absolutely terrible. We're going to pick that because we've got export focus that's given us 5% at the moment. That will give us another bonus. This, we're going to have to do that, and we'll see if we can improve our situation as we progress through the game. Now, our infrastructure is quite poor. I don't know whether you can actually see that. 30, 30, 40, 30, and that dictates how long it will take for these things to be produced in that area. So I'm just going to build civilian factories in that area. That is how we're going to progress. We have got an army of sorts out there. It is a mixed bag. I do apologise if I'm a bit croaky and throaty because I have a cold and cough at the moment. If I have to kind of just lean away and cough, do apologise if you can hear that. It's not good. It's been like it for the last couple of days, which is why I've delayed actually doing any of these videos. But this one, it's always about time we actually got it going. Okay, we have got we've got a air force. Gonna get them to train up, and we've got a navy. Only 6 ships, 5 destroyers, 1 heavy cruiser. Gonna get them trained up. Let's give them an admiral. And we will see how that goes on. We haven't got a lot of fuel, we haven't got a lot of factories, not a lot of manpower, but that is all dictated by our stability, our war support, and our current manpower status, which is voluntary only. We do have various traits in our favour or not against us at the moment. Callistas, so supporters of the Calais, are enriching themselves and abusing their power. So this is why we have a problem with our political power gain and construction speed. This tells us about our church status. Yes, it's a thing. We have a weak church at the moment, but that gives us factory output of 10%. And oil concessions. I'll come back to that later. Basically, oil is being produced in Mexico, but the likes of the US and Britain, I believe, are taking our oil and selling it for a profit that's not helpful for us. We have an army that is politicized. Basically, we've got army officers there that are just fighting, well, for political power, and that is the current rebellion that is giving us a bad stability. So we need to get rid of all the bad things so we can actually improve. Now, I've waffled way too much, so let's speed 5 it. Let's carry on the game and see what we can do. Right, there was something I was just going to mention, and I can't remember what it was now. Yeah, so we're not going to do anything about our resources. We do need them. Hold on, I think we're producing something. Yeah, I did actually see that earlier on, and I thought, no, I don't really want to be producing any more of those. We will have those on the rifles at the moment. So I'm thinking, we've got this Cordelia rebellion. If we can get that out of the way, then we'll see about tackling this revolution, this second civil war. Now, from what I can actually see there, you've got to have prerequisites to it. So if you're an atheistic state and less than 60% stability, you will generate a war. And there is a counter to that. If we go back to it, if we have a Catholic state and we have less than 60% stability, it will have the other side of the religious war. So we need to get rid of that, because if we're at war and our stability goes down less than 60%, which it will if we're in an offensive war with the US, we will not be able to sustain that. We'll end up with a civil war going on while we're trying to fight the US. That would not be a good thing, trust me. If you've been watching the Italian campaign, you know how big of a tough cookie that is to crack. I will get back to that as soon as I can. I thought this Mexican one was worth starting beforehand though, so do bear with. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, we have Ethiopia taken by the Italians. We're going to do land reform. That's going to bring our stability down. Dear. So I hope you're okay. I'd like to say I have some tequila here or some beer to actually play along with the game, but no, it's just coffee. I'm sorry. Maybe when we get into South America we can actually get some other goodies going on. Yeah, maybe. Let's carry that on. Let's get that research, because that will improve everything that we are actually researching, not just particular items. Let's train these guys up. Let's make sure that they are on the correct orders. See, normally when you're going into my videos, I've normally set things up where I thought, well, to be honest, there's a lot of things happening here, but not a lot happening. So what I'll do, I'll just do it as I'm doing it, basically. There is a Spanish Civil War that's going to happen, so can we get involved in that? I don't know. I will carry that on. Let's just hold that a second. We've got political power points now, so now trouble with half of the things that you've got designer wise, you've got to do focuses to actually open these things up. Now that is also the same with our industrial concern. So we had to do the bank to get the Banco de Mexico. So yeah, all that lovely cash and gold that was on there for Banco de Mexico. Yeah, just make sure you invest in our country. I'm not going to do the theorist. I'd love that experience at the moment, but I'm not going to do it at the moment because I'm going to rely on you guys telling me what you want to happen. So do make sure you do that. What else have we got? We can't do that. We haven't got enough war support. I'm not going to take that down because that's given us loads of bonuses we wouldn't normally get any other way at the moment. That's the second naval treaty signed, so all the major powers have dealings within that. It's not going to affect us. We are not a major power. Our aim is to become a major power. Do you know, I might actually just take us up on that right now, because every month you get growth in states. So at the moment we're on 301. If we can double that with our step up, that's going to be a good thing, because we're getting that earlier. That makes sense? It does to me. We're not going to train though. We're not going to train. And I think that was basically what I was going to actually just say before. We're not going to train for a reason, because we've got 21 troops. Now, if the civil war goes on, there's two partners to that civil war, not like the United States when you get civil war going on and then you have like a confederacy there, one and one over here, and oh, you're facing just about everybody. Here I think it's just two ideologies, so we're going to get rid of that one just to leave us with that. So our forces should be split, I think. That's the way I see it. So we're going to build up to that, if you like. Right, the United States. Can we do anything about that now? Can we justify against them? No. Would we want to do that at this stage? They've got 23 to 46 divisions. We've got half of that at the moment. So we could certainly cause them pain, but could we win? Don't think so. They've got more factories than us, military factories alone. But yeah, civvies, they've got aircraft, they've got manpower. They are on disarmed nation, and they will remain democratic and low war state for quite a while. So hold on, what's going on here? The Spanish Civil War. Okay, I'm not too sure whether we can actually do anything about that. I will check in a second. Let's carry the... I was going to mention about this. Now, the states down here, the South American states, okay, so all of them have got this against them. That is the independence. So whether we're talking about Argentina even, or Paraguay, who are communist, their independence is still guaranteed by the United States. So I think if we go to war against them, that's going to be a problem. Now, can we send volunteers? Your country is not allowed to send volunteer forces. Oh, okay. Oh, so there's three things there. There's world tension, we need at least 30 divisions, and we're not allowed to. Okay. That answers that then. Can we send an attaché? No. Bollocks. United States, can we do anything with them? Can we stage a coup maybe in Texas? No. Because their stability needs to be below 80%. And we can't do that. Can't boost popularity of other ideologies. That's because we are not in the correct ideology yet. We need to be... That's the incorrect screen. We are currently non-aligned. We need to be fascist. That is one of the goals that Alex actually put forward. I don't mind going fascist if it's in Hearts of Iron. Any other time, any other place, no. Dictatorships are fine if you're the dictator. So anyway, what else can we do at this stage apart from just watch and wait? Not a lot, to be honest. We've got things that we need to happen. Now the Spanish Civil War does have, let's get that on the go, Well, hold on, if I come back to that while we're still running. Yeah, Spanish Civil War has an effect on our country anyway, so that would be good to get that. Hold on, what's this? Archbishop Pascual Diaz passes away. Most Reverend Pascual Diaz y Barreto, Archbishop of Mexico City, has passed away due to colitis. Okay, so what is that? Oh, rest in peace. We want to replace weak church with assertive church? No, don't think so. That's one of the things within this tree. Hold on. You can actually have like a Catholic fascism going on if you go down the correct path, which there are many, many paths, as you can see. Yeah, you go down there, you can actually get the Legion of Christ. But that would also lead to the crusade against atheism. But down on that is the Syndicus Youth, which has got a recruitable population. So, well, that's quite good. If you go communist, you do tend to get more population. I think I've seen on that. Yeah, you've got non-core manpower there, which gives you 5%. So going communist is quite good in it as Mexico, and historically during World War II period they were kind of leaning towards that. But anyway, what are we doing at the moment? We are currently on a pause period, so I mean, rest in peace, mate. I've got nothing against this guy, but we do want our stability taken down because we do want to incite a civil war. Maybe not like now. I want to get one civil war or one rebellion out of the way and then do the civil war. Wants, wishes, needs, all different things. We need to do something about that, but again, that will take time. Decisions available. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. If you do those, that it's talking about anti-fascist raids and anti-democratic raids. That would increase your stability. We want that to currently go down, so it's all swings and roundabouts. I want to get that for the reinforced rates. If we happen to go against troops in the area, I want our troops to be better than our oppositions. And I want these just to build up. Yeah, they're fine. We're not training anymore, are we? Nope, okay. Now my memory is so bad this time. One thing I have considered being on this side and this close without a navy, and this is a big deal. If you've got no navy, this actually is important for you. I haven't bothered with it so far within Man the Guns because I've always had a navy to play with, whether it's Japan or Italy. But yeah, the access level on these particular sides might become restricted because they have like 300 ships and we have 6. So we may need to just be creative with that. Okay, Trotsky has arrived. Has he? Exiled from the Soviet Union for opposing the rise of Stalin, blamed for all the manner of problems from military setbacks to industrial accidents, and driven from country to country by political pressure, Lenin Trotsky, communist revolutionary and author, don't forget the author, has arrived in Mexico after a voyage from Norway on an oil tanker. Nice place, Norway. Anyway, what do we got going on here? We aren't Stalin's puppets. This is very true. Okay, this is down to opinions. Okay, I don't really care what Soviet Union really thinks of me. Yeah, we're not Stalin's puppets. We are going to give him asylum. That's how it is. Yeah, our command power is affected by everything going on within our current political state. So I'm going to take what I believe is the next correct route. It may not be. Just to get us going. Okay, so because we've made decisions, that's turned us into an atheistic state. The Castillo has been replaced by that. The Cordelia private armors gives our war support better, so we could actually do that if we'd got the points. But I'd rather, if we're going to do that, I'd rather go straight up to partial mobilization or war economy. We're not going to get 50% though. We've still got that going on. And the Callistas. Oh, no, sorry, it was that I was thinking that had been replaced by that, but no, it's not. Forget what I just said. What an idiot. How is Spain looking? Well, as you can see, they don't really need our help anyway. Historically, the fascists have actually helped them out anyway. We're not currently fascist ourselves, but we are going down this route to get to that. So let's go for Legacy of the Revolution. No, we won't do that. I think I'm going to just let our political points grow at the moment. Right, what have we got going on? Ah, right, okay, so that Cordelia Rebellion has now gone, so we now need to work on these. So our aim is to go and have a second Cristero war, I think. It's not that one, because we don't want the national spirit Catholic state. We're not to go Catholic, we're to be just fascists only. Sorry, got a bit of Hail Mary going on. Keep it to yourself, please. Thank you. What's going on here? The Firmison Constantium? Okay. Latinistic speak for, do we want to change our state status? Do we want to improve it? No, we don't. We want to keep it down and get political power. Thank you very much. Does that kick us off? Nope. So I presume we have to meet certain criteria on here, which we've got loads of tick marks against. But we're looking for what? So, Triumph of the Christorius, the Red Shirts, International Proletarianism. Can't say that properly, don't care. Okay, sorry. Got things going on in the background, doesn't help. Okay, let's get rid of that resource problem. We've got that done. Marvellous. I do want to improve rifles, but not yet. Let's get support equipment, because that's going to be necessary. And I will go back to my studying of what we can do. Okay, we could do that. We could do Assassinate Cristerio Traitor. That's 75 points. We get war support, but that only takes us up to 18. Is that profitable for what we're doing? Would it incite a revolution? I'm not sure. War propaganda. No, we need more than 50% war tension. Can't do that anyway then. Damn. Working conditions, that's stability in it. Yep, it is. That's stability. No, I don't think they actually help us, not at that stage anyway. Right, I do want this, because to go down to what we want the ravaged revolution. Probably said that wrong, but we do want that. So I'm going to go for that. I'm going for gold. That gets us this guy. Yeah, we can't select him yet because we haven't got the points for it, but it would get us him. Now, material designer, I could go for this, but I don't have the leeway. So if we go superior firepower, artillery designer is what you want. If we go for mass assault doctrine, so again, this comes down to your decision. If I go the infantry side or I go the artillery side, I will need to pick one of those. So I need to hear from you guys whether to go for this guy and gain 250 points to get him, or just the military theorist. So let me know. That is very important. Do remember, I'm sure I've actually told you this now, is either that one, superior firepower, or mobile doctrine if you want me to put tanks in the divisions, or mass assault doctrine, or for the manpower. So that's, think artillery for that one, manpower for that one, and tanks basically for that one. But we could put infantry tanks technically in our infantry divisions anyway. Whoops. Yeah, so like this area here, we would have supplies coming in through there, through that area, so we can actually halt kind of reinforcement, convoys, the like, all sorts. Not licorice all sorts, because that would be weird. Do you want something else? Where is it? It's there, motorised. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. So, if you're watching this, and you're watching as Mexico, yes, do make sure you have very good drinks at hand. Other drinks are available, of course, at other times, but well, tequila would be the thing, wouldn't it? Or a good beer. One or the three. Okay, so I think it was on about Triumph of the Cristerius, and I've seen that around here somewhere. They're there. So, okay, so we need to. Well, I was aiming to do that anyway. So, well, that's 35 days. There's quite good bonuses on this. We've got political power gain and construction speed on this. Ye gods, why haven't we done that? Oh, hold on. We've got many things going on. Okay, there's the Hindenburg incident. They have survived. Well, okay. I haven't seen that for ages. I didn't actually get to click that though, because of all that going on. Yeah, so the Guanxi clique has formed. Whoops, sorry, a bit too much. So they're in the Chinese United Front, and that's gonna, well, not provoke it, but yeah, we have these guys just forming up against Japan, because that's very necessary. It takes all of them just to defeat Japan. Well, in real life, it didn't really happen for like 7 years. What's going on here? Oil workers strike. Oil workers unionised in 1935. You can read that if you so desire. What do I need to know? Don't want to spend political power. I do want my stability to go down though, so that is a better route. Does that actually push us into the danger zone? No. Oh. Blast. Okay. So yeah, I foresee a war with America at some point. So I'm thinking long term. Yeah, we're already there, mate. We're already there. Right, what do we need to do? Radar would be good. For the few... Hold on, we are 1937. Why did I pick that? Water Dewberry. Let's pick that. Yes, I want to change it because that is bound to be maxed out. It is. Both of them are. So they cannot produce any more equipment, even if we got factory output 10% more, because it's capped at that at the moment. We have a doctrine that we can do. Let's control the army. Only problem is that brings that stability back up again. It's up and down, like a bloody yo-yo. Yeah, so the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Mayans. So we're looking, I think, school history education here. It's like Chile, Peru, Honduras, El Salvador, and Mexico. Those areas, I believe, are. Did I just see? Did I just see she actually achieved circumnavigation of the globe? Okay. Wow. Okay, that's 2 positives. Is that a good omen, or is that a sign of things that's just going to go pear-shaped for all the good things in the world? Let's have a look at the details. So we need to come down there, so that's the next one. We're not actually at that stage at the moment. I'm tempted to do that, but I don't know what kind of effect it'll have. We know what effect that has, the Marco Polo incident. Yes, everybody gets polos. But yeah, our allies, if we form an alliance with these countries down here and don't just eat into them, if we eat into them, that means I'm going to have to garrison all this area with loads and loads of cavalry, and that's a waste of manpower. If I accept them into an alliance, basically our own faction, we are not going to join the Axis, and we're not going to join Japan or communists. We're going to create our own faction, so that I think would be a good deal. There's quite a few countries there, I'm sure they could provide manpower if we're nice enough to them. I think we'll have to take a few to start off with though, just to show that we're the boys. Not the Amazon series, that's a different boys. If you're expecting that on here, you're completely different track, mate, sorry. Right, I've got command power. But again, if we're facing a civil war situation, you lose people, you lose generals, you lose admirals, you don't lose air marshals, because there is no such thing apparently in Hearts of Iron. Why isn't there? Come on, we've got admirals, we've got generals, we've got field marshals. Why haven't we got air marshals? Seriously? Come on, Paradox, get to grips with it. And while you're at it, just add spying, please. Right, so that is done. Should we actually do the rifle now? Let's do it, but we won't actually produce it. Oh, hold on, are we still... I forgot there, haven't I? We've still got industry, yeah. What? Seriously, my brain is just not working. Well, that's all the time, to be honest, but that will be the support equipment, won't it? Not that we can produce it. Let's go for construction as well. Get those up, it's not going to be a bother. Should we... I did actually get that gold shirts done for a guy, didn't I? But I didn't actually pick him up. That was a bit daft. I should have done that ages ago. That would have been improving our fascist support, but because we've actually got that other one, that other focus, it's actually doing it for us anyway. It just will happen quicker now. We're still atheist states, and that the Callistas is gone now, so that's one good thing. I want to get this out of the way. But I think, well, what we're doing, I think that actually completes it. Transfer the Cristeros. It is, so that should start the ball rolling. Now, we're not producing anybody, because I'm thinking if I keep it as a small army, because if we get 21 troops halved, so we're going to get, what, 10 troops each, something like that. A small army is a smaller army to deal with. That's my thinking. So I'm thinking, well, we'll save our manpower, they don't get killed in action. That's got to be a good thing, I would have thought. Right, so we've got that on the go. Do you know, I think we've got access to that now, or do we need that as well? Oh, no, it's just one of them, sorry, I'm reading it wrong. And that you can't have, you can't jump to those and have that at the same time. Okay, that's fair enough. We'll go for that, because that's going to give us another research slot. What we got? Oh, hold on. What we got? We've got this going on. So, okay. So in 149 days, there's going to be religious insurrection. So that's our civil war. Okay. Right. We need to prep for this. So we've got arms. We've got artillery. If we put them out at the right time, And if we train troops up, I don't know how long they're going to take though. Hold on. So if they get fully trained, that'll be the 2nd of March 1938. So that is, well, November, December, that's 4 months away. Yeah, about 120 days, isn't it? We are doing that too early then, aren't we? Okay, so we need to wait a bit. If we deploy them now, sorry, if we get them built up and trained up now, they will deploy before the insurrection happens. If we time it right, we will get them deployed when they come out. So I need that about 120 days. Well, I'm going to say, what, 115 days? Or, well, 110, I don't know. Just in case we want to just get them out early or something. I kind of did the same thing with Spain, though. I had a rough idea when the Spanish Civil War was going to start, and it kind of was on schedule, so it's kind of a tactic. You can call it cheating if you want, because it is kind of cheating, I suppose. We know that this is going to happen on a particular day, so all we're doing is prepping up for it. Now I'm going to bin them because I don't want them. I want these. And how many do I want? Well, 8 divisions then. I'm not going to put the location because I've no idea where our territory is going to end up at the moment, so it can't deploy them until I'm ready for them. But it could nick them if the... That's the point. It could nick them. I don't know, actually. Will the computer actually see these as troops in the field? Not sure on that. Not sure. There's only one thing that will tell us. Time. Time just tells you the time. Nothing else. Right, what have we got else in the world? That is going on quite nicely, I think. Well, if you want nationalist Spain to win. If you're voting for the republics, you may be watching the wrong video. Just telling you, maybe. Right, we have a war going on out here. Yep, that's happening, you know, it's not doing a lot. Right, we want that long term, so right, to get our war goals we have to go down that route, that, and then that. But to do that we need both of those. No, do we? No, the gold shirts and international struggle. But I do want that because that gives us war support. I'm doing that first. It's probably longer to actually do it that way, but I'm doing that first. Let's get that on the go. They will arrive, well, after the war has started. Okay. But that tech will be available then to only us. Maybe? I don't know. Right. Our support is going up. Dispersed industry, that is good for us. What else do we need? I would like radio detection. That's going to be static. Excuse me, that's going to be static anti-air hit chance. So that's going to affect the Americans flying over into our area and us shooting them down. Oops, did I just give away spoilers? No. No, we don't need a referendum. What's that? We need that. Definitely, we need that. Okay, not going to do that. I would like that. Excuse me. I did need that cough. Yeah, I do apologise. I've been suffering from a cold and cough for the last few days, and I thought, well, maybe it's probably gone enough so I could actually do a video. If this is kind of irritating, I do apologise. Right, how are we doing? Yeah, we're getting there. How many days have we got? Oh, it's not that, is it? It's this. Okay, 29 days. Let's see. They're going to be the 11th of April. Yes, that should be fine. He says. I have been taking lessons of the CIA, so revolutions are part and parcel of what we do. And I could say you could say that this is not a Mexico edition. This is the Mexican junta or junta edition. No, this is Mexi-cough. Yeah, because that's what it is. Mexi-cough. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because by the time we get down to that, it's gonna be. Well, hopefully the Civil War will be over. How long we got? 2 days, 1 day, we're here. Maybe? No. Oh yes we are. Okay. Religious insurrection. Yeah, I'll let you read that. Yep, this is it. This is the Cristero War. We should have stamped this treason out earlier. We should have done. This is true. We should have done. But we now should do many things. Hold on. Which one are we? So that's us then. Yes, okay. So I did wonder whether that was us. What are they like? No, I didn't want to read that. I want to read that. Okay, that's not us. He's too young. So yeah, we've got 12 troops. Yeah, maybe. Oh, look at this though. They've got no civies and no military factories. And damn, that's going to be a ball ache for them. How are they going to recover from that? That I don't know. Do I really care about that? No. What I'm going to do at this stage is... right, okay, this is where the manpower got affected. Will that really make any difference to what we... Oh, hold on. I did have 8 divisions there, so we did actually nick some divisions as well. Right. Well, we know where we're working now, so that can go to Mexico City. When will they get deployed then? Still the same date, so we could actually let them come out, or... Hold on. We could let them... Yeah, we could actually let them come out. There's 1 division there already, so let's give them to him. Oh, did they get deployed then while we were doing it? Did I? Oh, maybe I did that then. I'm going to deploy all of them and then just get rid of all of them. I could have actually done that quicker. Reinforcements, please. These guys... Train them up. They're nearly there, so got no organisation. I've got no organisation. I'm going to put them with him, and I think I'll have this guy work down there, because at least there's 1 troop there, so I think 3 against 1's fine. This other guy, he's got more territory up here to deal with. So let's put those on there. Let's aim for the capital, take the capital. Hold on, no, that's not all of them, is it? How many troops has he got on there? 10 divisions. Right. We'll tell 2 of them that are here. No, you are on that order. Your job is to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be 1 spare. It's going to be tight. We use our navy. Oh, whoops, not like that. Seriously, naval invasion support out there. They can help with anywhere that's on that side. We have got political power, so we can do a couple of things here. I've got access, I've seen this guy here, the infantry expert. I could actually have gone for this guy as well, because I think, yeah, there's an offence and there's a defence. Now, again, if we're doing superior firepower, that will make a difference with that. So, again, I need your decision on that, your input. Wow, we can go to war support already. Can we? Seriously? Okay. Yeah, we can actually. Well, let's do it. And we will get factories back. Yay! Damn. Is there anything else I'm missing? There is. Army. So these guys need to have a field marshal. Haven't we got that special guy? We have. Yeah. He's got traits that we can use. Offensive, because he's got 6 already as an attack. So let's use that. He's charismatic because he basically conned us into getting him. So he's charismatic. And we'll go for organisation as well. So he should be awesome. When these troops are trained up and moved into the second, I'm going to say the second Cristiada. Okay. Yeah, it's bad when you're fighting against yourself, but we're being attacked. Okay. Right, these guys are ready. Well, they don't know it, but they are ready. Put them with him. How are we doing on there? I'd like some... I would have liked some army experience, to be honest. Just to say, look, we can actually do what we need to do, but hold on, there's more than 1 troop there. Okay. So that's the thing, until you actually get into these areas, you don't know what you're facing. Okay, is that going to help us out at the moment? It's not, is it? No, I'm not going to do that at the moment because I don't know where those factories are going to be built. Modified government. Again, I don't know. Political power. We haven't done that yet. We could actually do that and get non-core manpower. Can't do that anyway. Okay, I think we're okay actually. We're okay. He's moving there. Are these guys actually on their orders yet? They seem to have all the troops there for some reason and none up here. What the hell are all these doing up here? Seriously, so those new troops, they decided, oh, we'll go to an area where they're not actually needed. For goodness sake. Get where you need to be, guys. Right, that's our new rifle, so let's improve that now. Research, oh yes. That's what we're going to do. can't give these guys anything yet, can we? No, because it's too early in the game. We'll get these guys actually. Well, they're defending there at the moment, so that's good enough. Hold on, 5 points. Is that enough for what I want to do? It may be. We've got loads of these troops out here, so I'm thinking we could actually put artillery on there. Yes, we can just do it. Wow. Gets them a bit green, but they are defending mostly, so I think it's only an attack. I may be wrong on that completely. It could just be everything that they're green about. Oh, Sarge, we don't know the right side of rifle. Well, you do now. Let's do that. You're just going to sit there and just let this guy attack? Seriously, just all of you, get in there. Maybe too many troops down there. I may have to look at that again. Let's do that. We've got artillery that we've just put out there. So, can we do that? Yes, we can. Right, how are they looking? Okay, we could actually progress down here. You go there. You go there. I don't know whether your name is Hugo or not. It could be Henry. And it says we can actually do research. Can we though? Ah, oh, damn it. Got anybody for cavalry? Motorized attack? That's interesting. Air Force. Air supremacy. We'll go for that. That will help us out at some stage with the Americans. Do you know, I was actually going to take some troops back from there, but it's not a clear-cut thing there at all. Don't like the fact that these are actually just there. I can't train them up either. How's his doing? He only had one, so that's not too bad. These guys have moved in all there, okay. How are we doing on time? Well, we're getting close, aren't we? Sure. Factories. Seriously, at this stage? Yeah, actually, yes. Yes, actually, factories. Radar at this stage, probably not necessary. What do we need? We're gonna need, well, more factories, aren't we? I don't want to put it in there because I'll probably build it for them. Okay, I'm gonna just chicken out here. I'm gonna go for those areas. Yeah, we've only got 9 factories, can't do a lot anyway, so right there, holding force there. He says go. Let's push. Got a good surround going on here. That's them eliminated. Yes. Okay. I don't know whether you've noticed though, you've not finished. So excuse me. You can join him. You're not necessarily down there. As can you. Those lot can, because there was more troops down there, so I'm not too sure where they've gone, but they've gone somewhere. And let's have an impact up here, guys, please. Thank you. I don't think we're actually going to finish this war by the time the episode is due. Now, I'm doing an hour-long episode here. The rest of the episodes, how do you want them to be? Half an hour is entirely up to you. I'm only doing it this hour-long one on this one just to get this started, and then just to give you guys an idea of what this is all about. Why is he moving troops up there? Actually, that might actually work in our favour. I would have liked them down here though. Okay. Right. Yeah, you do that. You guys have not got that order anymore. Your order is to do select all up here, go there, and do a spearhead for there. Send the cavalry in there, because that's what you do, you send the cavalry in. Let's get that Hispanic alliance going on. Other troops are not quite there yet. And we have reached the hour mark, so it's the 11th of August 1938. Mexico is at war with itself, because this is what we've aimed to do in this episode. But that is it. Once we get that out of the way, actually, it's not actually there anymore, so does it get rid of it completely? Apparently it does. Oh, we could have gone for war propaganda against the Mexican Republic. Yeah, okay. We won't. Right. Many more episodes to come. Mexico is on the way. We are going to take back the areas that the Incas, the Mayans and the Aztecs had, and we are going to create Mexico in a bigger, bolder fashion. That is to come. Future episodes will be done by future me. Hey. So like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to, and do remember to tell me what preference you want me to do with the land doctrines. Superior firepower, or the mobile warfare with the tanks, or the mass doctrine with the infantry. It's entirely up to you. Your decision decides how it's actually going to flow. Okay, I await your decision. Hope you liked this episode. Hope you can join me for the next one, and I'll see you next time. See you later. Bye.